Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Men-at-War Assault Squad 2 for the continuation of the Battle of Dinant. Looks like French forces have been pushed back to this village as the Germans are making their advance in May 1940. British and French forces will be featured here as we try to capture the city, the crossroads, the intersections, and of course the very important squares that the enemy could have AT or mortar emplacements set up are going to be very important for us to cross the bridge, which is our main goal today. So we're going to sweep through the city and see if we can make our way there. We also have some saboteur forces over here as well to possibly hit the enemy from behind, so we'll make use of them a little bit later. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and click or tap that like button and let me know, and let everyone know that you love Men-at-War Assault Squad 2. With your help, I bet we can get well up over 1,000 likes for this type of mod. So if you'd like to play this one yourself, make sure you check down below in the description and download it with the links down there. German troops are crawling up ahead, and we're going to get started right away here as we had to jump back a little bit as there was a saving issue. For those who may remember, this is of course the second part as we are now getting into the city. Previously we captured a large fortress on the hill. French forces surrendered up there after a pretty good battle as we climbed the top of the hill there, and we've also captured the village here where Erwin Rommel himself is on the field. We actually have control of him, and we were able to secure this first village here. We're going to get these tanks here to come out onto the roadway so that way we can have a convoy going down into the town as soon as we have cleared some anti-tank defenses that are more than likely there. And we're going to bring our tank up into a defensive position too in this elevated position for an enemy tank that may eventually come around. So the 38T, not the best tank in the world for us, but definitely better than not having anything. We're probably, if we encounter enemy tanks, we're going to have to be using AT grenades as soon as we spot them. That's really going to be the only way to get through. Additionally, we know there's an enemy mortar out there that is going to shred through our forces, so as soon as we start battle, we're going to try to break through here, push our way towards the river, either side of the streets here, and make our way over this side where we can hopefully come up behind those mortars and other weapons somewhere over here. Maybe on this side of the church, but if you've ever seen images of Dinant, that's kind of how it looks there. Very nice. Okay, well, let's get to it then. Very strategically important position to get on the other side. So let's go ahead and have our troops come in. We would attack the center and the flank at the same time, but with this not being a realism mod, the enemy is very powerful and can constantly hit us with almost seems to be like an autocannon worth of mortar fire. So we need to keep all of our troops kind of back to lower the accuracy of that weapon, but also we need to push at the same time. Alright, speaking of which, let's go ahead and get started. We could probably come up here with one saboteur in order to see, not saboteur, but sapper, I suppose, to destroy that tank. We'll give, let's see, Wolfgang. He's got himself a AT grenade and the inability to jump a fence. Alright, Wolfgang, just hang out there. I hear an enemy tank approaching. And there she is. Hello, beautiful. French pulling right up, driving into their own building. Nice job. Wolfgang tossing an AT grenade and firing at a sniper in the church tower. Looks like, wow, looks like we've got mortars already firing on us. Fantastic, Wolfgang. Good job. All right, let's get him to cover. A couple of troops have been cleared out of the way. We need to watch out for that constant fire of mortars. If we bring a tank up as well, the tank could be destroyed by a direct mortar hit, so we just need to bring it up to clear out infantry. And if we keep it out of the way of the enemy, it'll be a little harder for them to hit it. All right, let's get our troops up here. We might have... Oh, was that an AT rifle? Sounded like an AT rifle there. Alright, MG34 is up. We can put our troops inside these buildings here, but again, mortar fire is probably just going to instantaneously destroy the building. You can see there that they're... Yeah, look at that. Constant firing. Hitting these the tops of the buildings and through the trees and such. Just an insane amount of fire from the enemy. Look at that. Instant act shot right on top of the troops. Let's get our HE rounds firing up here. I'm going to pull back to give our guys a little bit of a breather. Oh, so there's actually two mortars. Alright, so we're seeing simultaneous explosions, which means that they've definitely got multiple mortars out there. And I hear another tank approaching? I do hear movement out there. There was one of the mortars there. Okay, we have another vehicle that's maneuvering around in the city. Alright, we have to do this a little with a little finesse. We do need to cut through that infantry. And the best way to do this is more than likely going to be to try to flank behind them and just throw grenades or just hit them with an SMG from behind. And I'm going to see if we can somehow get over here for cover. and possibly work our way through the houses, literally through open doors. There we go. All right, German troops successfully outflanking the French. Wow, and that mortar just immediately able to turn and burn. Everything's been zeroed in, it seems. All right. So far, so good. If we bring up a vehicle in the center, we're going to have some trouble, but there is a machine gun firing there. Don't know what variant that is. Oh, it does look like an old school Maxim machine gun. Let's go ahead and bring up our tank now. Multi-mortar sitting right on top. Let's fire an HE round there. Looks like the fence is kind of in the way. All right, we're switching out with troops so that way they can have an opportunity to heal. And you can see all the mortar rounds that are continuously firing there. All right, I'm going to try to come out now and see if we can, first of all, throw a grenade at this one soldier. We're going to try to flank through this position here. Excellent grenade toss. I will come out this way then and deal with any troops that happen to come out this way. Once the mortars are out of the way, a big part of our problem will be solved. We're now hitting them from the flank. And that's about as far as I'm going to let our tank come in here today. Although I will try to... Oh, there we go. Tank is actually firing on the MG position. Now we can get our troops up into the buildings. Oh, actually the French occupy this building here. Cafe on that side. As our troops are firing over here. We really need to spread out. That mortar is dangerous. There we go. And our MG34 there's going to be a perfect weapon against them. Yeah, these weapons should not be this accurate, nor should they fire this quickly. But we are making progress despite the any sort of setback. Alright, the door is open over here. This is what we were hoping to see. Alright, there were French defenders in these buildings too. Wow. Right. Another machine gun there. I can hear constant ammunition type changing. Okay, we're gonna wait until those mortars cool down a little bit. Seems like they're actually stopping some of their fire. Germans in the open then as they're crossing to get behind the enemy defenses. I'm gonna actually heal up here, and then we're gonna try to crawl up behind some of their defenses. That's what it is. Okay, now we've got a problem actually. Oh wow, we've got some insta-act from the mortars. And in traditional men of war fashion, it seems that the medic always the first one to get hit. And so thus, there's always a backup medic every time.
Oh man.
There we go. Alright, with the mortars distracted then, it looks like we'll be able to come over here and flank this tank. We'll have to send a troop up here to spike it. Then we'll try to hit that AT gun. I think we can move through here, yes. Alright, we gotta hit that tank. Beautiful. Well, unfortunately hit by the autocannon, but a good sacrifice for the absolute madness that we're about to encounter. Alright, pushing into the city now to secure. Fantastic. Alright, now all we have over here is actually that damn mortar position. These types of shells are too small to do anything. Alright, we're going to pull back then just because of the absolute BS of the constant and immediately accurate mortars that are not being sighted in any way. I do want to go out and save that soldier, but unfortunately I don't think we'll be able to do it. Absolute hero, though, for taking that tank out and giving us better access to eliminating... Wow, they're still firing up here, too. Firing here and here. Unfortunately, again, we cannot take those enemy mortars. Alright, well, we have open door now for our troops to come in. We'll get and flank around the right side. Wow, those mortars constantly. They're not being sighted. They don't have any line of sight on this. So they shouldn't be able to see these troops here. They're hitting them inside of buildings, too. Ah, ridiculous. We need to shut those mortars down. They're starting to make it just unbearable. And apparently there's also... Yeah, there's AT fire coming from buildings that we're not able to shoot at or troops that we're not able to see. Armored car there destroyed by a AT rifle, which is weird. Hold on a second. Troops are inside this building, but our vehicles and troops are not... Yeah, there's where that problem was there. Oh, they should have been able to actually shoot that. That's right. Well, they've got us in a bottleneck here, which is just incredibly frustrating as 2 or 3 mortars are hitting us and constantly. That is annoying. Alright, well, in the search for some sort of sanity... Oh, they actually have some decent AT weapons here. Alright, good. We'll get this tank up and running. If they hit the tank and damage it but don't destroy it, that is a good benefit for us. We're actually able to see what they've got out there now. And now, just with no regard for their own property, they're just... Oh, God. I've had enough of this today. Alright, the AT gun has been eliminated, which means the tank column can come in. That was a little messier than I wanted. Lots of crossfire and the garbage mortars just being absolutely, just ridiculously devastating. And our troops not able to fire at people in the buildings for whatever reason. But luckily, since we have troops out here, the mortars don't know where to fire now. Alright, we're going to double time it with the tanks. I'm trying to put as many troops in there as I can to give the mortars multiple targets to fire at so we don't lose entire squads. There we go, that's what we needed to see. AT rifles firing again. Seems like our troops just don't have the capacity to fire back at them for some reason. I'm going for that mortar. Let's go for the tank first. Alright, we'll do a little cleanup here. Obviously messy, but we don't have time to stop and heal everyone and worry about it in advance when we've got so many units out there. Alright, 1 mortar eliminated. Wow, what a mess. Alright, let's get out there. Alright, finally, the Germans have the advantage now. A lot of good troops lost in the advance, but we're going to hopefully make up for that. Alright, not bad, not bad. Okay, let's get some of these guys back. Again, advancing onto 1 mortar that is now covered by another mortar. That's all you had to do in World War II, I guess, if you wanted to defend, was just put a mortar that covered a mortar all the way for 1,000,000 miles to the capital. 2 separate explosions, we're dealing with mortars again. Alright, where's the next positions? Alright, wait. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to have the damn saboteurs come up. There's a mortar. Alright, let's have one of our saboteurs come up. I'm not dealing with that again. So it was some sort of a... We're not supposed to technically have saboteurs. it was some sort of an issue from the game spawning position. But luckily we've got all of our tanks up again. Or at least they will be up shortly. We'll get a tank crew up here and we'll keep calling in the infantry now. We're going to continuously call in infantry. And we get plenty of it, so even though we've taken losses, that's what you do in advance. Was that mortar taken out? Hell yeah. Oh, thank God. Alright, that's one problem out of the way. Another AT gun here. Alright, we're just going to stay where we're at. I hear another... Okay, there's that AT position there. Right, let's have this troop come over this way. I don't want to push it too much, but... Alright, well luckily, we've got all of our infantry back on the line. And no surprise, this is probably the medic here. Or somebody's got the medic bag. Oh, there he is. Shocking. How are they able to shoot through the building like that? There are windows there, but they're shooting as if there was absolutely no cover there at all. Alright, so all in all, ridiculous mortar. Not even worth our time anymore. If we continuously babysit every soldier like that, it's just going to end up in a failure for us. We have to just advance and damn the losses for the time being. Is the tank repaired? Alright, the tank is repaired, and we can occupy that. We just need to wait for the troops to clear over here. So we're just going to rush this position now. Luckily, the AT gun does not have HE rounds, so we can just walk up in there. And there's the second mortar. Fantastic. Oh, awesome. All right. Wasn't so bad after all. Get up in there point blank. Let's go get these guys off that damn mortar. Hello? Oh, the guy switched positions, I see, because we killed the first one. Alright, wow, the nightmare that was so tedious before is now starting to become a lot easier. The hell was that grenade throw? Oh wow, there's a guy right there. Alright, now we have the ability to heal more of our men. Unfortunately, maybe 10 there lost just because they were covered by the mortar. It was not worth advancing over, but now we finally have the advantage. Well, we always did. Okay, so let's see. We're going to probably push in along the road to the river, as I had mentioned before, and eliminating those damn mortars was our biggest plus. Alright, time to get to the river. We're going to put troops on all sides of the streets. And we're going to have troops come up here. We're essentially going to surround the bridge now and get ready to push across. Wow, that was just crazy. We should have a tank crew around here too. It seems like pathing is a little strange. Seems as though we have autocannon firing again. Our troops do a bad job of spreading out, but again, there's really no cover here at all. Alright, good. Okay. We'll advance with the tank. Just advance forward to your tank. There you go. Alright, machine gun is not anything to be worried about, but if there's an autocannon like that, the British 20mm Relican, that's something we're going to have to worry about. Oh, and the AT gun, of course. Make sure that thing's completely destroyed. The French may try to recapture it. It seems like it's down completely. Another AT gun there. Alright, and the 20mm is destroyed. That other AT gun should not be able to see us. It can't fire through the side of the building, so we should be good. Time to advance to the bridge. Alright, the Germans have it. It's been a hell of a fight. Troops are healing up. Tanks can stay back. We're getting ready to cross. More infantry back here from our previous bouts. And a captured AT gun just in case the enemy gets sassy. Alright, actually, what we can do now is... Oh! The bridge over the River Meuse was mined. French engineers blow it up. You need to find other means to cross. Damn. We're not able to make it in time, which is historically accurate, I think. All part of the plan, though. All right, let's get rid of that AT gun that's going to block us here. There we go, and let's eliminate that machine gun crew. Switch back to your MP40. Oh. What the hell was that? This guy's pathing wasn't even able to get up the stairs, and then that machine gun just immediately turned and burned on us. Oh, there's a tank hidden in the wall? Or, oh. Just Dummy McDumbface just drove his tank right into actually, wait a minute. Oh, damn, that's destroyed. Okay, I was going to capture the city of Dinant. Fantastic. Alright, the French are surrendering. They're bailing from the tank, too. So we are completely surrounded the enemy. Excellent, we have access to new German tanks. Your recon troops find a dam near a small village on your right. Infantry might be able to cross the River Meuse there. Ah, see, here we go. So now there's some sort of a electric power facility, and we might be able to cross. That's going to be infantry only, though, unless we find some other bridge along the way. And there's a tank blocking there. Okay. Oh, enemy tank. Hold on. I thought the French would surrender. Could one of you guys be kind enough to throw an AT grenade? Thanks. There we go. Oh, and just go ahead and let them. There we go. These guys aren't surrendering, so we have to shoot. Oh, and he's got his gun out. Bump that fool. What? Grenade? Alright, Dinant is a strategic position. The enemy will try to push your troops out of town. Prepare for imminent counterattack. So now we have to prepare against, enemy counterattacks while also trying to flank. Great. So now we have a position for our troops to stay in. We do have an AT gun somewhere. Where's that damn AT gun? Somehow, whatever that vehicle was, either disappeared or was destroyed. 25mm is not great. Wish we'd capture that bigger AT gun. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, right here. He destroyed... Wonderful. He destroyed that vehicle. Uh-oh. Never mind. Oh, this is going to be ridiculous. Look at how fast that enemy gun fires. 25mm just autocannon. I don't know if we have any sort of AT grenades. We gotta throw something at it. Go, baby, go, go, go. Yeah, hard to see in the tank without any sort of infantry support. Luckily, tank is repairable again. Alright, so I don't know if the enemy's going to continuously counterattack, but let's do a little cleanup here. I thought we were ready to move, but I guess not. We'll just kind of let the Germans hang out here for a bit while they make their repairs and such. Alright, well, with the strategic map expanding, we now have a little bit better breathing room to go over there. Let's call out our next wave of attack. So we're going to go ahead and prepare with, well, the Stug 3 is probably something we're going to want. More infantry, of course. And it looks like we can also call in HE-111 bomber strikes. So that'll be cool.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Alright. Tank here is ready to go. We're going to try to spread out from the city now. Enemy tried to counterattack, but seemingly failed. I don't know if they're going to try again. Oh, there goes one. Oh, there's a whole squad. Sir?
We have captured a strategic position.
Wird erledigt.
Where the hell?
Verstanden.
I don't know where that guy went. Oh, there he is. This is just a shot through the window. Alright, let's see. I don't know if it's an objective to completely clear out the town. But it seems like the southern section is clear. We just kind of did a quick check, and that seems to be alright. I don't know if they're going to counterattack again, but let's put our focus on going north now to get up to that dam. Alright, we'll go to that crossroads there. I'm going to continuously call up infantry and tanks now. Luckily, we've got our infantry here defending that Stug 3. Oops, sorry, Steve. He was the medic, right? No? What? Oh, it looks like we get 2 of these Stugs. We'll keep these over here out of the fight, because one of the cool things about these tanks is that they're almost like an artillery piece. So if we go to cross the dam, we can actually use it to support our crossing. If the enemy has any sort of defensive positions on that side, which they likely will, we can go ahead and have the Stugs fire at them like a mortar. Luckily, we're finally getting out of tight spaces, and we can fight where we were meant to, out in the open fields. And General Erwin Rommel himself on the field as well. He's inside this car here. We're going to keep him defended, and I'm going to bring up that sniper finally. And the sniper does have the ability to throw signal flare grenades, so that way we can call in airborne drop supplies. Alright, I'm going to keep at least a squad here. And we're going to get everyone ready to go across the bridge here into town, and then eventually over there to the bridge. Now, the enemy probably will call out tanks again in the town, which actually makes me think the town might be secured with anti-tank weapons. It's actually a long way over there. Is there a road that goes? Nah, I don't know if I want to go over there with these tanks. Let's clear the forests, and we'll have our Stug 3s advance north. Or northwest. Still seems to be infantry inside the town. As you would imagine, they're just pretty much everywhere. Seems like this tank's ready to go. We'll get that up and running. Alright, well, we've got a lot of cleanup to do now, as we've been fighting the French in the streets for quite some time. Not bad. That actually went way better than I thought it would. And to be honest, we could have lost an entire 2 squads if that tank that appeared on the southern side during their counterattack hadn't been dealt with so swiftly. Our armor really can't fight. The only way that those tanks can be destroyed is with a direct hit from an AT grenade. Everything else is just too short. Alright, well, there seems to be more troops in here, but I'm not going to mind it now. We'll clear them. We'll leave a squad here, and we'll clear it out later. Are we not able to get into this tank? Seems like there might be debris or something blocking this tank from being crewed.
Jawohl. Jawohl.
Gonna bring another tank over and see if we can get debris cleared out of the way. That one's been tracked. My boys, step aside here. Let's see what we can do. Looks like the only thing I could do here is possibly bump this tank out of the way. Right now, mortars are available, which is great. But I really want our infantry. Oh, that seems so strange. So our crews are not able to get in there. Well, they've pushed the debris out of the way that may be blocking their pathing. Oh, there they go. Perfect. That was a good move. Alright, tanks are probably going to become less and less... ooh, that was rude. AT gun there trying to pop us. Clever. We're going to keep our tanks inside the town. And we'll counterattack with them as soon as we know that the position is clear. In the meantime, let's continue our build-up now. Looks like this way is clear. We're going to call up mortars now. So this is what we have to do before each attack. We kind of have to get everything built up.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Ready to go. Get a tank crew up here.
Reinforcements have arrived.
We had more half-tracks here. I don't know where they went. I thought we called out 3. Looks like we only have 2 at the moment. I'm going to get a tank crew to man any other weapons that we have, and also this half-track here. And we're also going to wait for the mortars to get up into place. We didn't get mortars before. Maybe it was a purposeful thing from the mod maker to make it more difficult for us to advance, but now we're taking it without issue. I'm going to advance with the Stug 3s. And the problem with these vehicles is that they're arcing fire. Means that they have to be in a nice clearing in order to engage. So we could fire here, but the forest in front of us is going to make it a nightmare. So if there's anything in that village, we're going to have to find it quickly. Oh, looks like there are some defenders there. All right.
Jawohl.
Oh, and there's a damn mortar, isn't there? All right, French troops defending the other side again. There's got to be a mortar out there somewhere. That's the first and foremost target. Stuke 3s are advancing. I'm going to call up all the mortars I can because I just know how devastating they can be. They're just the worst. And I think it's firing from over there. All right, we got to get over to the middle island with the dam. Look at the accuracy on that. They can just lay down rounds in the middle of a squad with just zero problems. All right, let's continue to cross. We're going to clear out this section. We might be able to fire on the mortar from here. Oh, damn, there's a machine gun on the other side. All right, hold on. What the hell? Lols. Our own infantry throwing a grenade, hitting an anti-tank grenade, and then having it bounce back. Alright, we need to silence that mortar. I need to get these Stukes up here. Mortars are going to take too long to get into position. Actually, we can call up more armored infantry, but that's going to be an expense of a transport, so we can get more infantry. This is why I want so much infantry. What the hell? The enemy's actually got a tank coming across. You've got to be kidding me. How about this? Oh, get wrecked. Vehicle unaffected. Oh, what? Oh, there we go. 75 millimeter. There we go. Now, where's that mortar? Let's level the house. I want to make sure we actually have a clear line of sight for our weapons. The hell? Did that go through it? Oh, that should be a small AI house that should be destroyed as you hit it with just an explosive. Must be marked to do something different. Well, that armored car that we brought up that was destroyed by that AT rifle would be a good thing to call up here now to deal with that annoying mortar. But we're going to keep our Stuke here, and that's going to be that. All right, everyone, we will cross the river in the next episode. We're going to finish up the clearing of the dam, and we're going to capture both sides of the river and advance over to the heights. After that, we're going to have to defend against mini counterattacks, so the battle is only heating up. I'll see you guys next time for the continuation of the Battle of Dinant in Part 4. It'll be Part 3. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.